alive again. I'm the last living spirit. So since I'm a girl, does that mean the spirit monk will not go on to my case? Is that what's going on?
Usually they say that girl the name or the name doesn't work because you know it can't. Honestly, I feel like it can't. Demons to which she kind of belong. Like the Emperor.
So many are
gone, but not all. What did we do to deserve this curse? Must we fight for all the trains? That looks like a very Chapter 6. Wherein a friend is returned to the living, Duchess unperceives once more the faith of death and the seal. Restoring the fountain of courage has allowed the water dragon to grant you a second chance at life. Your followers now rush to be at your side. The Sun Lee also moves. He knows the threat the spirit monk poses. Here at the ruins of Dirge, history will repeat itself in spectacular fashion.
You are here, alive! We thought you were dead, and then I had visions of the strangest things.
Dawnstar guided us to this place, but I expected a ghost, not flesh and blood.
Oh, you walk in the parks of many gods. I will build something extra large to explode with my surprise.
ونوير كبثة إير تنير أككم أسو سيير سكوت أفيفير نوني.
Such creatures are not accustomed to needing assistance or being called on to assist. Both circumstances would likely annoy them.
As annoyances go, I think ours is more pressing. Or have you all forgotten the entire army of the Emperor?
ويوي أطفوي إير سير سيسكسو توير أك بيير أكير إيكوير و.
Assaulting the spirit realm.
Your former master, my uncle, has taken the Jade Empire as his own. Emperor Sun Li has set the whole of his forces against us, and we are trapped here in Dirge. After you defeated my father, and Li struck you down, he claimed both your amulet and the heart of the water dragon and announced that his rule had begun. The Lotus Assassins were his almost immediately. Your amulet must have allowed him to quickly do what it took my father years to accomplish. We had no choice but to flee. In the days after, the new emperor did not seem overly concerned with capturing us, and we did not know where to go.
He didn't consider us a threat. We had no way of fighting him. Just as with Sun Hai, only a spirit monk can face him with hope of success.
That's why we came here. Dawnstar's vision seemed impossible, but any hope was better than none.
Unfortunately, Emperor Sun Li sensed your stirrings in the spirit realm as well, and now we are trapped. Only one path is passable by foot, and that is the route they are coming up. We cannot sneak past such a horde.
My marvelous dragonfly will not survive the passage either. The winds force a certain path, and the army's flyers are guarding it well. But that is our luck, as well as our sorrow. Their inferior flyers can barely stay aloft in such currents. They will not overrun us from the air, at least not in numbers.
We have a little time. They are still at the base of the mountain. I'd say the main force won't be here until tomorrow.
We will start securing the temple. The great gates of this place will grant us some valuable time. At least they will not take us by surprise.
Fortifications? Perhaps I will remove some of the ordnance from the marvelous dragonfly. Properly applied, it may prove useful tomorrow. Come, Whirlwind, I need your muscle.
That's the Black Whirlwind. And as long as it makes the coming fight more interesting, I'll lift whatever you want.
That is all we can do to save ourselves today, but there was more that you learned in the spirit realm, wasn't there? I can tell. I saw hope in my vision that led us to you, but there was also something I didn't want to believe. I didn't tell the others. Can it be true? Am I really Master Li's daughter?
What? Laughable. I see why you didn't tell us. That is ridiculous.
It is no more outlandish than half the things I have seen in your company. She is of the right age.
Lots of children are born every day. I was born at that time. If you don't count this latest rebirth, so is our friend here.
But I was named for the fires of Dirge. Hui said as much, and it seems obvious now. The red glow opposite the morning sun was the temple burning.
So what if it was? It could have been visible across the Empire. But that's not... That would make her...
A cousin, a princess, a rival?
You be quiet. This is not amusing. You still seek to redeem your master even after what he did to you? Clearly you are beyond reason. Fine, believe what you wish.
Does anyone care how I feel about this? I am unsure what this really means, but we must tell Master Li and try to appeal to his sense of decency. This could lift so much pain from his heart.
You are both crazy. I'll go along with it if it helps us in the end, but I'll need more proof to believe it, and I expect Sun Li will too.
We have to survive the coming attack before anyone is told anything. We've done all we can for now. Tomorrow we'll decide our fates. You must be exhausted after what you've been through, but I need to speak with you when the others are gone. I'll come find you.
You're not gonna come find me. I'm gonna have to go. You found your comrades. They bring grim news. Emperor Sun Li has already moved to cut off your escape from Dirge, sending humans. Okay, so what I think I noticed is that if we do this right, paper to praise that one. Because if I do this wrong, I get to. Because Tai Kai is a demon. You don't need demons. This one, the sword, the water sword, is one of the first spirit mounts. So we want to do a spiritual ritual on this one. To release the spirit of the cursed Imperial Garden of Melvin's giant. As you focus, the magic appears to the spirit of the shrine. You feel your senses. You feel the relief and meaning that they are no longer bind to the world.
I am healed.
What's this? Hold on. 60, 68, 60. If they were supposed to be 60 and 60, they should be neck and neck. Honestly, don't know how this is going to last long. I don't know how long he's going to last. But I'm gonna play it to the end. So it might be an hour. It might be an hour. Okay, so they found keys. I think my other levels was like level 24 and stuff like that. This is what I mean when you try to communicate.
It's quiet tonight. It won't last. Your master has already unleashed his hounds. At least we got here first. I don't like to think of you walking out of that gate and into their arms. I would need a dastardly clever plan to get you out of that. When Dawn Star began having visions, I just knew that you were fighting your way back. What else could she be seeing? So we followed, and here we are, with the new Emperor's army on the way. I don't know how we'll survive, but we'll find a way. Whatever it takes, I'll be there with you until the end. The only thing that really matters is that you made it back to me. I knew even death wouldn't stop you, my last spirit monk. If you can tell me, I want to hear all about it, in a bit. I never did say what I wanted to before the palace, you know? Of course you did. You even gave me a second chance to spit it out. When I heard you were... I knew I'd missed my chance to tell you I had fallen in love with you. That you were in my every thought. That whenever I could, I kept you in my sight just to know you were there. That you had become everything. When you fell, it was like a part of me shattered. I thought that peace would be broken forever, but we have another chance. I love you, and I never want to let you go. That I'm in love with you? Gladly. But there's something we should do first. Come here.
I never noticed. Yo, I'm shook. Shoot. Me compared to the Black Whirlwind? Girl. I'm a short stack compared to him.
You have done well to restore the Fountains of Dirge, but they cannot shield you fully. Not with the power I now control. This is nothing more than a dream, my pupil. I can do nothing here, but I can influence things. Do you remember your fellow students?
Well, these are the. I think these are the students that died.
They certainly remember you. They remember how you left them to die. They died so there would be nothing holding you back. Their deaths ensured that you were properly motivated. Without you, they would still be alive.
Leaping Tiger!
You are left to die.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. It wasn't you.
Now I see. It wasn't your fault.
Impressive, but this was only a dream. You will not be so fortunate tomorrow.
You're awake! It sounds like the army is on the move. They're on their way up the mountain. Sky left a few hours ago. He said he was going to see how far up the mountain they had come. We haven't heard from him since, and I'm worried.
Look, he's back!
Well, that's convenient for my nerves.
Sorry for being late. Fine, never been better. Once the bleeding stops, I'll be good as new. I went down the mountain to scout them out. I figured I could get a good estimate of how many were coming and get back here. It didn't work out like I planned. There are Lotus assassins by the score, and golems too. You didn't bury them all. They have a lot more. Imperial Army flyers in the distance too. They'll be here soon.
Bad, bad, very bad. What are we going to do? They'll be across the main bridge in no time.
Yes, but the bridge must be destroyed. These golems are big. Giants. Siege golems.
Siege golems? Oh, I've heard of those. 30 feet tall and can throw an axe. Well, pretty darn far. I didn't have time to measure. Oh, they crush walls, too. It would be bad if they reached us. The casks I took off the dragonfly would make short work of the bridge, though. A little fire, and whoosh! Earth meets sky.
You will need someone to keep any advanced Lotus assassins away from you. I will accompany you.
No, it's too dangerous for just one person. I'll go as well.
Of course. Dawnstar, a chance to prove your worth to me. You too, Kang.
Yes, Princess.
But what about the rest of us? Why just send them? Why are we sitting here holding our... Oh, I get it. They're coming here too, aren't they?
Who? The Lotus assassins? But they'd have to fly to get past the wall, and the winds are too strong.
Hundreds may die in crashes, but a few will get through. Do you really think Death's Hand minds such losses? My wounds will make me a burden if I stay at your side. I will keep guard over the temple itself. Groups landing there should be small enough for me to handle. Kang, old friend. I'd like to borrow a few of your marvelously explosive casks. I have something special in mind for any assassins who breach our lines.
What? Yes, whatever you want. I have enough on my mind. During the night, I made some, reinforcements to the marvelous dragonfly. I don't sleep much, you see, ever. Anyway, I doubt we could escape, but we can make a dent.
A short run in the flyer to take the brunt of their advance. It might be a worthwhile mission, or it might be suicide.
Well, what isn't these days? It's not necessary. I leave the decision to our illustrious leader. Yes, that's the way! I knew you'd be up for it. Off we go. Everyone be ready for our return.
Make every shot count. We'll need the help.
Okay, like, I'm not gonna show you guys, like, how I'm gonna do this, because, yeah, that's too much time, so I'm gonna just come back.
Use these chests to hide treasures, including powerful weapons. They didn't want them to fall into the Emperor's hands. He said that one was nearby. Maybe we can find it before we reach the bridge. Lead on.
We didn't miss much of anything, to be honest.
I have to wedge the casks of dragon powder under the bridge. The Lotus assassins are sure to come up that pass any minute. Keep them from this end of the bridge. Here they come! Hold them off! I only need a minute!
Try not to break a nail, Princess.
Ah, nuts and bolts! One of the fuses came loose. I need another minute. Or two.
Hurry it
It's done! Get away before it explodes! The fuse is a short one! It will stop the main course, but flyers don't stop at bridges. Our friends at the temple may have only gained a few minutes.
Damn it, they've given us a few minutes already. Dangstar and the Princess did their job too well. That's better.
Just shut up and get ready.
Now that's a big one. Finally, a worthy fight. Aha! This is a good fight!
I think we should go back to the temple. And quickly, before those flyers drop more Lotus assassins.
More is good. Let them come.
But we'd be safer in the temple.
We're safer if I destroy the enemies they send. I prefer an active defense. Untold slaughter!
That's better. I like it. I really do like it though. Does attack, he doesn't do support. And then Hen hit how only does support. He doesn't attack. He said out of respect. Why?
That racket is distracting me from the cries of my enemies. Sky better have a good reason for ringing that bell. I won't stop until they're ankle deep in blood. Head first. Come to my axes, all of you.
Good, you are here. The trap is set, the signal sent. It's all up to you now. No, this is something I couldn't tell you about. Please, give me a chance to explain. You'll like what I have to say, I hope. I was approached, once or twice. The Lotus Assassins offered much, even the chance of returning my daughter. But I assure you, I did not plan to betray you. You showed me that the world, my life, is not as pointless as I once thought. My daughter is long dead. Their offer only shows how desperate you have made them. I let them think I agreed, but hear me out. I couldn't risk that someone else in the group was also tempted. They might tell Death's Hand the plan was discovered. This is a chance to isolate the leader of the troops. Death's Hand thinks that he and a group of assassins will enter the temple unopposed. But I have a surprise. I set traps. Remember how I asked Kang for some of his explosive casks? The assassins will be destroyed, and Death's Hand will be yours alone. He's an arrogant one. I doubt he'd consider the possibility that my loyalty to you would be stronger than my fear of him. The bell was the signal. He'll be here. Thank you for this opportunity, by the way. I could never face Death's hand myself, but I want to make him pay for thinking I would be so weak. Use my daughter against me, will he? Make him hurt.
Very good, Sky. You have proven a useful tool.
Guess again, you slab of rot. That should soften him up. I may not be able to fight him while I'm wounded, but at least I did this. I'll go warn the rest.
You have a better grip on your fellows than my master thought. The plight of a dead child is difficult motivation to resist. Fear is all that is needed for the masses. That is why I exist. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's hand. Sun Li commands that you die. I must obey. The will of the Master guides me. The strength of the dragon empowers me. I cannot be defeated. I must obey. You know nothing about me, about what I endure. Your fists will not defeat me, not while I must obey.
Your technique. I am healed.
You refuse to see it, don't you? You must know who Death's hand is by now, but what he is defies you, defies your skill. He is more than Sun Qin ever was. Sun Hai linked him to the stolen power of the Water Dragon, and bound him to my armor to taunt me. An unrelenting, unbeatable force that wore the face of my betrayal. Now he is mine. Do you appeal to my good nature, my conscience? There is no malice in my actions, no lust for glory. I did what had to be done. I had no choice. My brother had no restraint. A world under his heel would be chaotic and violent. I will bring order. I will ensure that everyone is safe within their roles. What foolishness is this? Death has addled your senses. You bring up memories that are mine alone to bear, and then you claim that they are false. I will not hear this. Your tongue profanes a place in my heart where no one is permitted. You are truly speaking nonsense, Dawnstar. Ridiculous. But you have no doubt. Your voice is unwavering. You believe this with all your being. You force my hand. I must picture her, unblinded by strategy or hate, and consider what it would mean if she truly were my child. I must answer, it does not matter. If I had the emotions you think I should, I would have defended her or died at her side. But her death had no real meaning to me, so neither does her life. I am forced to confess that my first feeling was not sorrow at her loss, but anger at my brother for destroying my possessions in so petty a manner. In the end, it changes nothing. I intend to make the Empire a better place. As a god, it will be a simple matter. Arise, Death's Hand! You are bound to this power, and you will not stop until this fool is dead. You have learned much about your heritage as a spirit monk, but you missed the most important lesson. They are all dead. Their skill did not save them. Do you intend to rescue Death's Hand? Perhaps you think you can appeal to his conscience, to the remnants of kin that swim in that helmet. Will you? Even if you could, I believe you would find it difficult to release so valuable a tool. Come then. Pit your will against mine. Take him if you can.
For your freedom for years, you have been enslaved to the power of the water dragon, but now a flicker of hope exists to break free of the
Enough! You have cut the strings to my puppet, but you will know defeat soon enough. I grow closer to the heavens by the minute. Take this corpse. See if you can throw away such a useful tool. I will face you at the height of my power, in the heart of my empire. Your master awaits you, child.
Please, let me rest. Let my spirit finally have some peace.
I will do something that I have never done before, and I just want to see how it is.
Do not step down that low road. This is a mockery of life. Step back from the path my brothers took, that I took. Know this, spirit monk. You walk a path very near that of your master. Both lead to power, but the cost cannot be avoided. Know this, spirit monk. There are prices to pay.
I know this is the way of the closed fist. Ooh, child. I have never done this before, and I'm scared.
Master.
I've come so far. Oh my god.
I find this matter most unsettling.
What? He's a damn good fighter. Better to have him as an ally than an enemy.
He's not an ally, he's enslaved.
It pains me to see anyone so devoid of free will.
Can you blame us? There is an unsettling new presence in the group.
An odd kind of trophy to collect. Very hard to display without reaction.
Binding the spirit of a member of the royal family is not acceptable.
I must agree. Death's hand has caused much pain. But if Prince Kin was also the victim of our true enemy, shouldn't he be allowed some peace?
I do not like that he is here. It seems cruel, even if he was our enemy.
Tools must be respected, but they are still just tools.
That could apply to any of us. That is why this is cause for concern.
I cannot support this. His spirit should be allowed some peace. I can't follow you if you approve of this.
As a member of the royal family, I must protest. You cannot do this if you want my support.
I don't care if he goes or stays, but the twisting of a man's soul should not be allowed.
Such a thing is not natural. I won't follow you if this continues. I'd rather face my wife again.
I doubt it will be as easy as that to assuage the fears of those involved. You toy with spirits just like our enemies do.
I am glad that it is so easily resolved. That you will do as you have said, won't you?
I am free after all the years. Free.
If this unpleasant matter is behind us, we will need to decide where to go next. We can't stay here indefinitely.
Agreed. This peace will not last. It would not be wise to wait for another assault.
There's action elsewhere? This is the big finish! I wouldn't miss this fight!
Yes, onward to victory!
Do you really feel you have to ask? Shouldn't the answer be obvious?
There's no way I'm leaving now.
I think I speak for everyone. We are with you.
Ah, and where else would my machines do as much good? I appreciate the need for haste, but the marvelous dragonfly will need some adjustments. The landing here was, rough. ferry whom I can for an initial assault. Give me a few moments. We will leave at your command when my work is done.
Could we speak before we leave? I have concerns.
Ooh, that hurt me real bad to do what I did. Honey. The body and the spirit of the tortured Prince King, and yours to command, just as he did for some high and some low. The prince serves you with efficiency and
We are a long way from the farm I once called home. I never thought I would make such a journey. Your master is a formidable opponent. We cannot leave the Empire in his hands. Anything else would be unbearable. I can't even begin to think about what we will do after this is finished, but I want whatever it is to keep us together. This journey began with loss for everyone. I think it's time to put that to a stop. I will help you carry that weight, but I'm not sure how much use I can be. Nothing can move me from your side. No matter what comes, I will be there for you. I will be ready. Rely on it.
So many changes. The Jade Empire is not the place I once thought it was. You didn't say how Master Li reacted to the news that I am his daughter, but your silence on the subject says much by itself. He didn't believe you. More lies? Is nothing in the Empire what it seems? There is so much that is wrong. It is hard to see what is right. And you carry this burden most of all. What Master Li has done is unforgivable. We have to set things right and undo the evil he has put in motion. I know. And perhaps the greatest and hardest of those is yet to come. So much is on your shoulders. I do not envy you, but I will be with you, my friend. We will make sure the Empire does not fall to the desires of a corrupted few. I hope there is room left in you for compassion. 2 others before you have walked the road of power and corruption. Please, learn from their mistakes. I know everything will be fine. You will see to it.
I wasn't concerned of anyone like not following me when I had Death's hand. It was more so of me.
I have seen everything that I believe in torn apart, one after another. Hopefully it is all over soon.
Very big different outcome.
The sins of my family must be dealt with.
We did something.
Only then can the Empire regain the glory it has lost. Respect is earned, not forced. Show that you have the wisdom to use the power you have before claiming something that might be beyond you. It is a lesson I wish my father had learned. There will be more. Don't let the weight of your choices cloud your vision. I will be there watching what you do. I trust that you will make the right choices for the Empire and its people. I won't let either be abused again. I will be ready. Don't worry.
Hello.
The boredom was always greatest before the storm. Could we poke a stick in the eye of this little squall and get moving? I always have my fists, so I'm always ready. If I lose those, I'll have bigger problems than missing a fight. Actually, better safe than sorry. Kang, make me a wine bowl I can hold with stumps.
Yours or someone else's?
Ha ha! Now that's the kind of idea I can get behind.
I tell you, I begin to miss the melodious voice of my wife.
I feel
So
terrible
peaceful
for
compared to what
being
follows you
back
around.
there.
I look forward to the day when we can return to our simpler lives, although I doubt that will be easy for everyone. Oh, it will be easy for me. I just cock an ear to the wind and listen. Eventually the shouts of my wife will make their way to me. I hope everyone has so clear a path, and a more peaceful arrival.
Hello again. Do you want to talk to me or the Guardian? I'm better now, thanks to you. You put the other back down in a place where he can't hurt me anymore. You've done as much for me as the Guardian, and I'll never forget it, no matter what. If things here, if they turn out well, I hope someday when I'm older, we could meet and be friends again. I know that to stand by you, it won't be me. It'll be the Guardian, but my hopes go with him. This place is old. So old. There are voices in the stones. Each one trying to command the others. But none of them listen. It's like they can't listen. They just can't. Their own voices is all they're left with. So long. Only hearing the sound of your own voice. I don't know. They never say, they just shout.
Wo yowir apafwe ir sir sisitsu towir ok. Pir okir ikuir wo. Kupfistir son puno su uku ir sir sisitsu towir ok. cho ikakir wo ifuro ukpuir wo.
The Guardian says he'll be at your side when you need him.
Hello. I suppose the marvelous dragonfly is ready. We don't have to worry about landing too many more times. Just make sure you are done talking to everyone. I lost the interior baffling, so you won't be able to hear a thing once we are in the air. Oh, no, I tend to confuse things. Yes, I know I do. This is too important for my mutterings. Besides, the decisions that are coming, they are beyond me. You are deciding the fate of an empire. My mistakes result in the occasional crater. How big a hole might you be digging? Oh, I think they know you are ready. Every eye is on you. Across the whole empire, I think. We'll have to see if you are worthy of that gaze. All right, everyone in.
Well, here we are. I'd hoped I wouldn't have to use this entrance again. I doubt this visit will be any less violent than the last.
Ha! You thought that the last visit was easy. This should be more fun than even I could have hoped for.
Yeah, I'm staying here. For safety.
A startling revelation from Kang.
I expect there will already be enough chaos to go around without your talents.
Wowir wakirfonir wo kupsistir son ukut. Oya kuptir okir ayiyuwir.
Trust her voice. We need a path through Master Li's corruption.
Trust what you see. Voices can come from anywhere.
Whatever we are doing, we have to do it now.
This is going to be a mess. I know it is.
Beautiful mess. Like I said, we're going to do it all the way through. If you guys don't like how if you guys don't like long videos, just tell me, and I'll cut it down short to how I've been doing it. I've been doing it for 30 minutes. That's how I've been doing it. 30 minutes.
Longsword!
I am honored that you have chosen me.
I'm gonna have the
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
Okay, so I got one. And but my focus is 50. Gonna take this one.
I am healed. I am healed. I am healed.
So what's our task anyway? Okay, you have returned to the palace of the heart of the Empire to meet in some lead. You must find the course of the water dragon and stop the flow of power to your former master and the death to meet him.
You have come. Destiny set this moment in motion, but from here, your choices are your own to make. Your master awaits you, but he is not yet aware. You have time to alter things to your favor. You have time to set us all on the path to rebirth. Learn what has come before, and you will understand what must be done now. Follow into the depths and see what was done in search of my power.
Spirits know many things, but how to assault a fortress does not appear to be one of them. Follow her and take someone with you, but whoever you leave behind should take another route. That way they don't get behind you and we'll all get equal fighting.
You don't know the palace. You will wander aimlessly.
I always wander aimlessly, and I always find my way. Besides, we've been here before.
Fighting in the heart of the palace. I never thought I would visit, and now I'm storming its walls for the second time.
It is not a task I wanted, but we have no choice.
And I never like to admit that I was wrong.
The tombs of the greatest emperors. Here the empire was built, and here the heart of it is laid to rest. Now that heart is torn out, like another to come. It was gutted to allow the flow, to guide the water that pours from a crime against the heavens and the order of all things.
Such disrespect! This was done after Master Li ran from the Emperor, but he must have known it would be needed.
I'm exhausted.
What hope is there for the future when the past is cast so roughly aside? Emperor Sun would not accept that his empire had to fade so that something new would bloom. He declared war as if the drought was an advancing army. He and the glorious strategist focused on me, the water dragon. I symbolized the fading they wanted to avoid and the regrowth they desperately needed. I became the answer to everything. Press further, and you will see the source of the lush new empire under the Brothers' sun. You must see it with your own eyes to comprehend what they have done.
This cannot be. How can this be allowed? What have they done to this creature?
Behold, words would not have sufficed. You had to see with your own eyes to truly know my fate. This cannot continue. Fight them! Show them that such things will not go unpunished!
Longsword!
This is what he has done. This is what your masterly allowed. For 20 years, my body has bled, separate from the spirit, feeding the Empire and the Emperor. It is an agony that you cannot fathom. To have fallen so far into the hands of men, rebirth is impossible while this continues.
By all the heavens.
This is not right. Gods do not bleed.
Forgive us, great dragon. Our mortal kin are ignorant, foolish, unkind. These crimes will not go unanswered.
I have never seen such a crime against the proper order of things.
Every freedom I cherish is violated by this.
You small creatures, you heard the sounds of battle, but are you truly prepared? What will become of your world if my kind fall to the same evils that plague you? Your masterly must be stopped. The Empire must find balance without the flow of heart water he has unleashed. The reign of Emperor Sun saw my abuse, but Sun Li, the glorious strategist, laid the plans. One could not occur without the other. It was never his intent to let Brother Hai rule. Had his plan initially succeeded, your master would be Emperor, and you would have been destroyed with the others of your kind.
core of evil through them all, but he constructed the path they took.
You are a spirit monk, charged with guarding the order of things. You were not born to this role, but as the last, a solemn duty falls at your feet. I cannot be healed. My body has been cut open, my heart removed. I should rejoin the Great Wheel, but I am defiled and cannot rest. Rebirth can only come when my essence is free. To defeat your master, you must stop the power he draws from me. Soon he will be too strong, even for you. Your master abuses the amulet he took from you. His brother did not have that luxury, so he needed to draw my essence slowly. The toll on his body was grave. Your master does not have to be so cautious. The amulet is not a source of power, but it is a focus. He partakes of energy that mortals were never meant to hold. He laps at it greedily, expecting your return. You must destroy the source of that power. You must destroy my body. When he falls, all that is mine will then rejoin my spirit. Rebirth.
There is no other decision to make. This desecration, we must undo it.
A good step toward rectifying this desecration.
There was no other reasonable response to such an abomination.
Then let it be so. Take hold of a blade, spirit monk, and let it strike true. Destroy the machine that maintains this abomination. The great wheel must turn.
You know, this might end up being
It's time. We must go face Master Li in the throne room.
I will live to be as old as the Empire itself, and I will never be able to remove that sight from my mind.
I will treasure this moment for as long as I live. To have a hand in such a creature's destiny, it is an honor.
This was nearly overwhelming. My eyes were not meant to see such things.
Sonsikun wan pifir pir, good aku gawuk tir.
Yes, your master. He made this possible. I don't know how much help I will be against him.
We have to try. I can't leave here knowing I didn't try.
We will try. There is nothing else we can do.
Ukshagir futpir ya yawarir.
There are others here who may wish to express a preference in this matter.
This is trying to be shy.
I will try. I have to.
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
Oh, do I even have any more? Oh, I do have more money. What's my next level up? Never. Hold on, I want to see like my last loading. I always end up being at level 23.
Ah, there you are.
Oh yeah.
I knew you would come, and I have grown very good at waiting. You are very different from the student I once taught. Death changed you, I imagine. I apologize for that indignity, but it was necessary. It was also meant to be the end of you, but you surprised me again. I should have studied your people before wiping them out.
Should I try to appeal to him as a daughter? I don't know if he is truly beyond caring or not.
I did my best with what I understood at the time. I trained you with a weakness. You would succeed, but be vulnerable. I thought I anticipated everything.
Master Li, Sun Li, please hear me. Don't do this. I know you are not as heartless as you appear. You couldn't be. Not and still be my father.
Once more you try to restore me. My lost family was just one more tool. If they had ever meant more than that, I would have been present when they fell. That it was you, Dawnstar, only reinforces this. I would have recognized you if I had cared to. What use are heirs to a god?
I'm not sure what I expected my father to be, but I remember a time when I hoped he was someone like you. Not anymore.
I killed hundreds of your kind, thousands, just for the chance to become a god. I can't let you live, now that I am one. I am more than Sunhai ever was. I will undo the damage of his ignorance, force the dead to their rest, and keep the waters flowing. My empire will be ordered, obedient, and neither ghosts nor gods will plague it. And you are all that stands between me and the new peace. My brother summoned underlings to defeat you. I will create them from the very stone.
Sun Li is waiting in the throne room. We can't wait any longer. There must be justice for what has happened here. It's almost over. I don't think there's...
An impressive display. Your star shines bright, but it is still trapped within a mortal body. Perhaps a more direct application of my power will show you what you are up against. And just how restrictive your shell truly is. Yes, this will amuse me. Worse than actually dying. Seeing death come, and being unable to stop it. Physical barriers are no match for those we place in our minds. My power has encased you in doubt, held you with the weight of your burden. You and your followers are playthings. The rest are held just as you are. You are each too weak to match my power.
What the hell is going on?
Yes, well said.
Leaping tiger. Meet your end.
Amusing but pointless. My talons are deep within you. More fools leap to your defense, but no matter. The weight of my power will crush you soon enough.
I am with you. We haven't come this far to fail now.
We cannot let her stand, not when so much is at stake.
I stand with you. We will not fall just yet.
Your efforts are meaningless. Do you think to counter my influence by yourself? A god holds you. Nothing in the mortal realm can help you. Nothing!
I have moved with you, hidden, trying to keep focus. I give you all that I am, all that I was. Restore what has been corrupted.
But I think he's like 20 years. Yeah, he's like 20 years older than her. So
Once again, I misunderstand. The raw energy, you are far too resistant to it. The loyalty you inspire is also tiresome, but I respect it. You have truly become a spirit monk. In another time, I would be proud of your ability. I am not satisfied with helping others surpass me. I quickly tired of elevating my brother, and I will not learn to serve you. I see now that the Water Dragon's power is the prize, not the means to victory. No matter what I expend, while you live, you will resist. That is your role. It is the celestial bureaucracy attempting to restore balance. We must bring the fight back down to earth, unless you are made to see reason. What if I guarantee your name will live in the heart of each and every citizen in the Jade Empire? It is a glory beyond mere heroics. You would be eternal. I do not seek power as my brother did. I will correct the violence inherent in man. I will make certain there are no more wars, no more droughts. Everyone will be content in their roles, and they will hold in their hearts the warrior who sacrificed everything so that they might prosper. You could make that happen. No great waves of energy, no demons from the walls. Skill versus skill, master versus student, as you said. I expect you have corrected the flaw in your style. No matter. Beyond the basics, I also taught you focus. Match me if you can.
Leaping Tiger! Focus. Paralyzing palm. Long sword. Iron palm. Paralyzing palm. Leaping tiger. Die with honor. Paralyzing palm. Focus. Long sword. Paralyzing palm. Leaping tiger. Spirit thief. Death will be your release. Spirit thief. Paralyzing palm. Iron palm. Paralyzing palm. Iron palm. Paralyzing palm. Iron palm.
You surprise me yet again.
I'm a better teacher than I thought.
To put this character in Jade homework. Load the game. Give 1 hour, 9 minutes. And the Jade Master. Died shortly after the death of his leader, Gal the Greater. The guild quickly found itself with a new man at the top, and the attention turned sharply away from the slave trade. Scar would quickly deny any involvement in such a thing, and despite their suspicions, most people accepted that the only woman that would ever know the full truth. If little else, Scar was always clear to one subject: his undying love for spiritual Antina? The couple's exploit and their devotion to each other were the stuff of a legend, and they were so often due to the tales of the people and the couples quite completely outside. Where they are now, we can say that there is a small unmarked grave in the farm lands outside Tian's landing that finds itself adorned with flowers once a year without fail. Dawn Star. The defeat of suddenly signaling the beginning of the Jade Empire and the seasonal awakening of Dawn Star. Despite the loss of her masters, she thought she knew, with the resurrection of the natural order, the Empire seemed alive, a possibility. Soon she found herself back in the ruins of Two Rivers. It was painful, but she took comfort in knowing that the fish were abundant. The land remained fertile. So Fox's credibility to her family and understandable married by the actions of her father and uncle suddenly emerged from the incident with a proof. Okay. The Empire seemed like the Emperor suddenly ruled over a new golden age of the Jade Empire that seemed like it would never end. Okay, we're finally tracking down on him home to settle down back into a simple life. A few years later, he became a father for the first time. Though having septuplets at his age was not heard of. Having 7 daughters at once was a bit peculiar. Shortly thereafter, Hugh became deadly ill after accidentally eating a bomb he intended to give to his wife. Wife invited her entire family to live with him while he was bedridden. Recovered more quickly than expected with the word of his poisonous bite. Made sure that his fear of financial was over. Instead, became a delivery man delivering packages throughout the empire. He has yet to return from his first delivery. Wow. Wildflower. The heart of the water dragon was restored. The soul of one balance. His duty to solve return to Cleveland and honor the service of the Wildflower. And Tackle had released to serve as a so she got a second chance of life, like as I did. Revealing Kylan had as Lord Lao, but have had defeated the Empire epically over Sun Yu, I remembered much as he else. Okay. The Empire seized Alpha. Sounds like him. So Roderick, Parmesan, Fertile Bottom, the magnificent bastard. It's like, it was said you eventually discovered the fortune. Let us try to take a percentage of this fortune. Well, that was ending. I'm about 12:10. I might keep that going, but at the same time, I would like to share with you guys I feel like it could have used a little bit more, this was 2005. So I think if this came out like last year or 2012, the graphics would have been a little bit more better, and the blood pour would have been wonderful. Other than anything, I think the game was good. I feel like the storyline was really good, balanced and whatnot. You can either be the way of the open palm, you can either be the way of the or some people might stay neutral to them. They will have some bad choices or have some good choices. I'm never going to end up doing that quest because I decided to do it because I am not doing of the coast space. That's the only way I can do that task if I am doing it to coast space. But also in that task you could also develop some skills to be part of the open palm. What I read, but that's what they say. Oh, there's so many voice actors. Oh, jeez. Were you guys like surprised that Master Lincoln saved you? Cause I was kind of surprised when I first seen it. I was like, I was so heartbroken. I'm not gonna cry about it. I was heartbroken. Loves_gaming. LOVS_GAMIN. And you'll just see the profile picture that I use for the YouTube channel. It's the same profile picture I use for my Instagram as well. And as always, have a good day, guys. Love you.